1. Human brain. The human brain is often referred to as the most complex object in the known universe. It is responsible for controlling all of our physical and mental functions, from breathing and heart rate to decision-making and emotions. But are we truly in control of our own minds? Or are we slaves to the impulses of our brains? The idea that we are slaves to our brains is not a new one. In fact, it has been discussed by philosophers, scientists, and experts in various fields for centuries. The ancient Greeks, for example, believed that our minds were controlled by the gods, while modern-day scientists have proposed that our brains are controlled by a combination of genetics, environment, and experience. One of the most compelling arguments for the idea that we are slaves to our brains is the concept of neuroplasticity. This refers to the brain's ability to change and adapt in response to new experiences and information. This means that our brains are constantly being shaped and influenced by the things we see, hear, and experience. 2. Addictions. For example, studies have shown that people who spend a lot of time on their phones or playing video games have brains that are wired differently than those who don't. These individuals may have a harder time paying attention or focusing on one task for an extended period of time. Similarly, people who are exposed to traumatic experiences may develop mental health conditions such as PTSD, which can affect their ability to function in daily life. Another argument for the idea that we are slaves to our brains is the concept of addiction. Addiction is defined as a chronic brain disease that is characterized by compulsive drug seeking and use despite harmful consequences. Addiction is a complex condition that is influenced by a combination of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors. Drug addiction is a prime example of how our brains can control our behavior. Studies have shown that drugs can alter the way the brain's reward system works, making it more difficult for individuals to quit using drugs even when they want to. This is because the brain has been rewired to crave the drug and to find pleasure in using it. Please subscribe to our channel. 3. Take control of ourselves. Despite these arguments, it is important to note that we are not completely controlled by our brains. We have the ability to make conscious choices and decisions. For example, we can choose to put down our phones and engage in other activities, or we can seek help for addiction. Additionally, recent research in neuroscience and psychology suggests that the brain is not fixed, but rather it is capable of change and adapt to new experiences and information. This is known as neuroplasticity. Through this process, the brain can rewire itself to overcome negative patterns and develop positive habits. This means that we have the ability to change our brains and take control of our thoughts and behaviors. In conclusion, while it is true that our brains can influence our behavior and decision-making, it is not accurate to say that we are slaves to our brains. We have the ability to make conscious choices and to change our minds and behavior through neuroplasticity. It's essential for us to be aware of the impact of our surroundings and experiences on our brains and to take steps to improve our mental health and well-being. Thanks for watching.